All right, so thank you to everyone who's here joining us today. My name is Lisa Partida with Home Again LA. So you guys, for those of you who are here for the first time, you guys are attending one of our Lifting People Up sessions. So basically what our goal is to partner up with different agencies who provide educational information pertaining to financial literacy, job and career development, and other life skills. And tonight's topic is actually going to be information regarding down payment assistance programs. So I'll go ahead and pass it along to Isabel Duran with Operation Hope.
Thank you very much. Was there a question? I heard someone's voice. Everyone okay? Very good. Okay. I don't know if you have taken the home buyer workshop that we've done in the last few months. But one of the things we always like to talk about, we like to talk about how there is a lot of help that is offered to clients to buy a house. And some of the help that we talk about is the down payment assistance programs, because over the last 2 years, homes have increased in cost. A lot of people are selling their house, but they actually try to get a higher price, so they could move to another house, or they need to pay some bills. And we find that it's sometimes hard to look for a house that we can afford. And then part of the mortgage loan that we talk about requires that we see that you have a savings account to help you pay for the deposit, because there's always a deposit required when you're offering to buy a house. And then we also talk about how the lenders want to see that you have some reserves, just extra money put aside to help you in case you need to pay for moving or for other things. And then deposit. We come back to the deposit. And for a lot of folks, it takes like 2 to 3 years to save money for those things: reserves, extra cash on hand, and deposits. And now this year, I want to say sometime in July, the corporation that handles real estate agents, it's like a corporation now, and they go over laws for real estate, go over issues regarding real estate agents. And also the corporation helps real estate agents by helping them with training. They refer them to the schools for training. They help them with studies. They help them pass and get their certificate. But this year, they changed a program that had been working pretty well for the last 10 years. So real estate agents can be agents for sellers, people who want to sell their house. A lot of agents, they knock on doors and say, hey, would you be interested in selling your house? I would be glad to be your agent and help you get the right price. Or there's agents that help people find houses. So again, they knock on your doors, they leave information on your doorknobs. And also you get emails and letters saying, I'm Isabel Duran. I'm a real estate agent and I help people find houses and I can help you. So there's all kinds of propaganda that's offered. And one of the things about the agents that work for the buyers, also works with the agents of the sellers. So over the last 10 years, how the agents get paid, because it's not like a company that collects money from people and then they pay their agents. The agents are the ones who talk to the sellers and say, okay, I'll be glad. I'm going to do a really good job selling your house, but I would like to have 5% of the sale as a income. And I share that with the agent of the buyer. So that's how the agents get paid, or did get paid. And this year it changed totally. So it's been a little bit of awkwardness to get used to the new program. But just think about it. The seller pays the commission. The commission is divided between the seller and the buyer agent. So when we're talking about helping you with down payment assistance, we really want to tell you this is really great help, because now the new program, I don't think it's called a law, but it's a program. So now the seller doesn't have to pay the commission. What is happening is the agent for the buyer will have to talk to the family, the customers who are looking for a house, and they come to an agreement. They have to sign a contract, and then the buyers pay the agent a commission. So that's been a little awkward in the beginning. We're getting used to how that's working. And I've talked to a few real estate agents who say it's a little awkward in the beginning because we're not used to asking the buyers for commission, but we do talk about all the hard work we do for the client to find a house that they want, that they can afford. All right. So the other thing that started this down payment assistance program are the cities, the organizations, so I could start with the city, county, state, different cities who want to promote their city and they want to have people come in and buy homes and live there. They offer programs to help clients. And it's really interesting. It's amazing. There's money out there to help you. And how we can help you is, taking the class. I can help you with your credit to make sure your credit score is high so you can be eligible for the down payment assistance. Excuse me for the noise. Let me just turn it off. Okay, thank you. So let's start with what is down payment assistance? It's the deposit. Some are loans that are placed in a second position to your first mortgage. Some are grants with no repayment. These two are to help you with down payment and or closing costs. So you do have to pay when you get approved for your loan. They'll give you a list of what's being charged, and then there's a closing cost you pay, and then there's a deposit, down payment. Most are deferred, requiring no monthly payment. I'm talking about the down payment assistance. Instead of paying your down payment assistance along with your mortgage, all of the agencies defer it to the end of 30 years after you pay off your first mortgage. Then you start paying your down payment assistance, okay? And you may request shared, the agency may request shared appreciation. We will talk about that when I get to the city of Los Angeles, because they're the only ones who ask that once you pay your mortgage and then you pay your down payment assistance, the city of Los Angeles wants a percentage of the profit that you may get if you sell your house before the 30 years. So I'll explain that. Now, most down payment assistance programs, repayment is due when you sell the house before 30 years. When you change title, let's say you are the sole owner and now you're changing it to your children's name. So you need to pay the down payment assistance. And then when the first mortgage is repaid, then you start paying the down payment assistance. So they give you 30 years to pay your down payment assistance, another way of helping you out. Okay, so let me get this to the next page. Okay, so this is the average median income for the Los Angeles County. A lot of the down payment assistance programs have income limits because the down payment assistance program are made for people with low income or medium income. So this is median income. And so there's a limit based on how many people live in your house. So for this year, if you have a household of, let's say, one person, you're the sole buyer, the maximum yearly income is $77,700. If you have a family or you have relatives, let's say you have 4 people in the house, and let's say 2 of those people are children under the age of 10, but the other 2 people are your cousins who are living with you, who are the parents of the 2 children. So the cousins, are they working? So we look at their income and your income, and the total household income cannot be over $110,950. Okay, if it's less than that, then you can apply for this down payment assistance for the county of Los Angeles, as well as if you have 8 people in the house or 1 people. So they just want to make sure this is for the persons that are average and medium income. Okay. So for Orange County, we're looking at 80% of the medium income, and the amount that is the maximum in Orange County. If you have 1 person buying a house, they can't make more than $88,400 to get the down payment. Again, if you have 4 people in the house, it can't be more than $126,250. Okay, so here we are in the city of Los Angeles. They have a pretty large housing department that takes care of various programs in the city of Los Angeles besides the down payment. You know, they help a lot with people who need help with rentals. So they have this low income program association, or administration, and the maximum they can help you with is $161,000 to buy a house. And the house that you may be looking at in the city of Los Angeles cannot be more than $1,081,100 in price limit. In the city of Los Angeles. And you have a question I can answer? Okay. Also, you can buy condos and townhomes, but not more than the price of $679,250. So let's say you find a house that's not $1 million, but let's say it's 6,000 and the maximum they can give you is 161,000. So this is a real big help for the city of Los Angeles. And if, let's say, you live there for 20 years and you're saying, you know, I would like to live in another city. Let me sell this house. If you sell this house before you pay off your mortgage, then that's when you have to share the profit with the city of Los Angeles. And this is the only city or agency that asks for shared profits. All the others don't ask for that. Okay. All right. There's also a grant program called the Wish Grant Program. This is a program that started from the Federal Bank of San Francisco. They have a nonprofit partner that the bank works with, and the partner is in charge of promoting home ownership in San Francisco, but also throughout United States. And they created this grant where it depends on your application, and the person who is an advocate and understands how to put together your package to request a wish grant. You need to have first some deposit that will match 1 to 4 to 1. So if you deposit 7,500 for this program, they will give you $30,000 to purchase your home. And they are one of the few programs that are willing to be in second place or third place. You can get other down payment assistance programs. You can put them first, and then Wish can be on third place. So, you know, we can stack the amount of help that we can help you with, provided that you have all the right informations, you know, your tax returns, your information from your employer, all the information of the family in the house, and then you have your deposits. So I've seen a few that have been approved, and it's really helpful to have like a grant and a down payment. Really helps you out. Okay, and that's the only grant at the moment. It's pretty good, pretty big, but there's a couple of banks that do offer grants to help you with closing costs, a little bit of help with down payment. I know for a fact Bank of America has 10,000 that are willing as a grant. Citibank, I think, has 14,000. I'm trying to think if BMO has 17,000 that they will offer you as a down payment. And again, it's always because you were approved based on your income, your credit report, your scores, and then everything that you follow instructions. So, you know, it's really good to help you out that way. Then we have Los Angeles County that has a program of 85,000 or 20% of the purchase price, whichever is the lesser. And the county office offers this program a little different than the other programs. They offer it quarterly. So the advocate who will be helping you with this particular down payment can be a lender that has to take a workshop from the county as to how to put together the package, make sure all the paperwork is in. So they go through training, they get certified, and then they help you put together all your information. And then there's a day in the county that the county sends an email to the advocates. And that's when the advocates has to email your package to them that particular day and that particular hour that they say they're open. And that's the only time they'll accept applications. Isn't that weird? You know, it's like, it's like a race, let me get to county on September 2nd, and let me get there by 8:35, because that's when I can just send it in. So it's like a race. It's really interesting. But I have a friend who was successful with one of the accounts. So it does work. It is real. Okay, then we have California Housing Finance Agency. So the whole state of California, the housing financing, uh, gets money to help people buy homes in the state of California. So they have, again, income limits based on the county. So here it's a little higher. Los Angeles County, no more than 194,000. San Bernardino County, no more than 187,000. Riverside County, 187,000. Orange County, 253,000. I think that's the highest. And Ventura County, 228,000. Then we go down to San Diego County, 231,000, and Santa Barbara, 212,000. And then they do put here this credit score that they require, 660 points and up. They have silent seconds, which means that you don't pay the down payment until you pay off the first mortgage. And their down payment is called My Home Assistance Program. It covers 3.5% of the purchase price. And if you work for the school system or the fire department employee, there is no cap. Like it shows here 3.5% of the purchase price. Well, if you're an employee, there's no cap. You can ask for 10,000, 20,000 with the CalHFA. They had an interesting program in April where they're offering 161,000. And again, it was almost like a race, but it's just a matter of, again, they had to take the training there, make sure all the package has everything put together correctly, and you submit it, and then you wait for approval. So it's pretty interesting. Quite a few people were able to get $661,000 to help for the buying the home. Okay, then we have the city of Garden Grove, which is in Orange County. They have a down payment program of $60,000, and it's a 30-year deferred. I like that. That's the first one I see, 30-year deferred. In other words, you don't pay the down payment until 30 years. There's a 3% simple interest and gap financing in between. They request 1% down payment. And again, the income limits are at 80% of average medium income. The first page I went through. So they follow that. Then we have a couple of counties, San Bernardino, Riverside, and the east counties of Los Angeles. The organization NPHS has an opportunity down payment of $100,000 with a 30-year deferral. And then they say when you're going through escrow, ask for a 60-day escrow because it takes time to get all that approved. And for first-time home buyers with 80% AMI must complete an 8-hour home buyer class, which we've done over the few years. So so this covers San Bernardino, Riverside, and East counties of Los Angeles. Okay. Then there's another organization in Riverside, NHSIE. They have a program called SOAR, where they will offer you help with $10,000. One of the things I like about this organization is that they're really working with folks who live out there in San Bernardino, Riverside, and they have different programs. Like they help people with those RVs. Like a lot of times people can't buy a home, but they can buy RV, which is almost like a house on wheels. but they're really nice, and they help them with financing and help them finding where they can park. And they really help out a lot with people with RVs. And also with homes that they help them get moved into, or there's new homes being built. They also work with construction. Like if there's an old house, they help people with construction and, to keep up the house. So they're pretty, I get a lot of emails, and they're pretty busy with a lot of assistance for people in those communities. And then, of course, San Diego counties. I didn't realize that it's expensive in San Diego County, but I think it is now. Only because they're close, they're right next door to the ocean, and it's just a beautiful view. Okay, then we have City of Pomona. They have 100,000 money for down payment assistance, as long as you have 80% average medium income. And it's a really nice city. They have like old-fashioned houses that are really pretty, that are kept up. And they're right almost, I want to say, across the freeway from where there's the Santa Ana Fair. There's all these fairs that you can go to. Then when they don't have the fair, they have horse racing there. And sometimes they have car racing there. So yeah, I went to a few of those, and they were fun, but it's just a pretty city. So I'm sorry there's not enough written. Then there's Santa Barbara County. I've been wanting to buy Oprah Winfrey's garage there, but they had a big rain. I think it was last year. There was a lot of rain. There was a lot of flooding, and I think it took the garage down. So shucks, I don't have it. But the houses are beautiful there, and they offer 100,000, 15-year term, and it requires home buyer class and up to 210% of your average medium income. You must work in Santa Barbara County, and you must contribute 3.5% of your own funds. So there's help there. Pretty nice city. City of Rosemead. I don't know if you've gone to the January 1 Rose Parade, and then at the end of the parade, they have this place where they put all the cars that have all the flowers and roses, and it's right at the tip of Rosemead. So it's interesting that Rosemead has down payment assistance of 70,000, payment deferred for 30 years. And again, it's given to applicants who live or work in the city of Rosemead. And the maximum purchase price of the house there is $636,500, with an 80% average medium income. Let me see. I think there's more. There we go. Montebello. Montebello is a really nice town. It's not huge, but it's like comfy. It's like your grandma's old city, and it's really turned on with new. They've painted houses. They help put houses up and apartments, and they also have a mall at Montebello. And I'm trying to think, right next to the mall, there's a couple of hospitals. So it's really convenient for the people who live there. So they offer 55,000 for down payment assistance. They do ask for, they do have a silent second. In other words, you don't pay the down payment until you pay the mortgage off. And the minimum is 3% down. You must have attended a home buyer class approved by the Montebello Housing Department Corporation. So it's not my class that you can take, but you can take their class. And they're telling you they want at least a FICO score of 620. Okay. So those are the down payment assistance programs that we've seen offered. And I'm trying to think if I've heard of new ones, but I'm trying to think. I haven't heard of new ones, but we're going to be looking. We're always on the lookout for anything new that can help the client buy a house, because we really want to do that. The only other thing I heard is that Kamala Harris will be helping people with money in order to buy a house that they can afford. We'll be building houses again, because I see a lot of building of apartment buildings, but not enough housing, because we have a lot of people here who are, we're kids when we were small, and now they're older enough and they can buy a house. So our people are growing, so we need to get a house for them. Any questions on any of this?
I don't see any questions.
No questions.
No questions. But we will be sharing this recording with you guys, and I did. And so Jazz is asking, can we sign up for several grants? Or are you just able to sign up for just one grant?
Rent, or I'm sorry, what?
Grants?
Grant.
Yeah.
Good question. I'm just trying to think. The grants from the bank is when you apply to the bank for a mortgage. And for the other grant, that's the WISH program. The only advocate who's trained for that is Rosa Amaya. I'm trying to think of anyone else, because she's the only one who went through all these trainings to do all that. So it would be Rosa Amaya. And you would need to be ready to purchase a house. In other words, you would have the income, the savings, the reserves, and you would need to find a house. For the WISH program, you do have to find a house and put a have an offer to the seller, and the seller approves, and you sign the contract, the beginning signature of the contract, and then you give it to Rosa, and she would put together a package for the WISH program. For the bank grant, you would have to go to one of those banks. Let me see. I think I just skipped over.
Oh, but the question is, would she be able to apply for multiple grants?
It depends on if the grant is willing to be on second or third place.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you understand. When you get a mortgage, you get a loan to buy the house, okay? And the escrow company and the bank, puts all this information on the mortgage paperwork, and then title puts in the paperwork of the title, which means that you're the owner of the house, and that goes to the county recorder to register those paperworks. So the mortgage then is on first place of your debt in your title or your paperwork at the county recorder. Let's say that I have a mortgage, so I am first on mortgage. I don't have a second mortgage, but I have a grant. So that's going to be free. Then I get a down payment, and the down payment's going to be on second place because they don't want to be on third place. Because if for some reason I can't make a payment on the mortgage, they don't want to be last to get paid. So they want to be second place. The mortgage, the bank is important. Number one, my down payment is second, and then the grant from Wish is third place because they're willing to be on third place. So the bank wants to be on first place. So in order to get a grant, you need to go to the Bank of America. I have here US Bank. They have a 3% down payment. And I think it says here up to $10,000. Okay. And then it's another one. I missed it. Hold on. BMO. Okay. Let's see. Welcome home grant, closing cost discount, offer up to 16,000. Let's see. Home buyers can combine this grant with other programs to receive up to 45,000 in down payment assistance to help make the dream of the home ownership to reality. So, so those are the banks that you can go to. And of course, there's Chase, there's Bank of America. Trying to think, because I haven't gone to all these banks. But they all have some kind of help that will help pay like the down payment or the closing costs. So once you're ready to buy a house, you need to have a really good score. If you need help with your credit, I can help you with that. And then you need to start saving money. And then you go to the bank and want to apply for a mortgage. You want to ask them how much does the mortgage cost? And then what kind of grants do you offer? Okay. So, you have the right to ask the banks that, you're shopping around, you want to get a good deal. Let's see, if currently residing in Riverside, San Bernardino. Okay, and the census tract. U.S. Bank assistance funds on the greater of 55,000 or 3% of the purchase price up to 12,500. So up to 5,000 closing costs. So, sometimes they can give you information. You can ask for a flyer and see how much they can offer you. But, everybody wants people to buy homes because every time someone buys a home, it actually helps 82 people with employment or already employed. So it's a big necessity to have people in homes because it really helps the whole economic programs that we have here. It really does. And then having a home is the best investment you can make. That's reachable. Yeah. Any more questions?
No, I think that's it. So just so everybody knows, I did include a couple of links regarding some first-time homebuyer down payment assistance programs. So just so you guys can check them out, feel free to look at those.
You want me to go back and show them? No?
It's okay. I entered them in the chat.
Okay.
Laura, do you have a question? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Isabel, as always.
Yeah, I had a workshop last Saturday with Rosa and her real estate friend. And he was telling us that it's not easy to talk to a client to pay them so he could find a house. It surprises people that, it's like they weren't prepared for that. And so he's really sweet. He says, I've helped quite a few people, but every now and then they talk to another real estate agent. And that real estate agent says, no, come with me.
Yeah.
So they start stealing clients.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Wow.
You got to be careful with those Zillow ones. with the Zillow accounts because that's how they almost snagged me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but that's okay. All
Mhm.
right. Well, thank you so much, Isabel. I really do appreciate it. So if anybody has any questions regarding today's workshop or you would like to connect with Isabel, ¿dónde está su oficina? ¿Cuál oficina? ¿De Operation Hope?
Operation Hope.
Somebody was
My
asking where
phone
your
number?
office is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My phone number is 562
We were having a fun day at the pool when I noticed something that looked like a
560. I think I have it right here.
673.
head. And that's when I realized it wasn't his sword.
Okay. 1 second. All right. I'll put it down here in the chat. Laura, se lo voy a ingresar aquí en el chat para que lo pueda ver. Es el área 562-673-5177. And then she wants to know where your office is located. Where do you work out of, Isabel?
I work out of Wells Fargo on Adams and Broadway downtown, Los Angeles.
Okay. Are they able to visit you there or do they have to go to the Operation Hope office?
Oh, no, you don't want to go to Operation Hope office. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, there's 3 Wells Fargo I go to. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's on Adams and Broadway. On Fridays, I go to let's see, Central and Florence. So Thursdays, I'm kind of like at home, free in Boyle Heights.
I included your email. Hope that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, thank you again, everybody. So we will be sharing this recording. If you guys would like it, please send me an email. This is my email, and I'll go ahead and send it out to you guys.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe and stay cool.
Yay. Yeah. Stay cool.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
water. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.